Good day, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Military and Foreign Affairs Network. I'm your host, the voice of reason. So, over the past several months, the Tigrayan Defense Forces have been able to capture a significant amount of equipment from the Ethiopian federal forces. We have seen video proof of this, and I had conducted a video in which I talked about some of the more important weapon systems that I felt that needed to be acquired by the Tigrayan Defense Forces in order to continue the success that it has had in the past, or the same success that we have seen. And one of those weapon systems I talked about was having the ability to acquire quite possibly significant amounts of anti-tank guided weapon systems. Now, these are normally wire-guided, tube-launched anti-tank weapon systems, the likes of the Russian Kornet or the Metis M, the American TOW, the even later versions of the Sager, Spandarel, what have you, the Milan. All these fall into the anti-tank guided weapon system. And recently, there was an expedition inside of the Tigray region, an expo, a demonstration of examples of equipment that had been captured from the Ethiopian forces, quite possibly, or it was from an existing stockpile that was captured from the Northern Command, or it was under its own regional forces and were just kept hidden for some time. But during this expo, during this demonstration of equipment that was shown, one of these systems was indeed a wire-guided anti-tank weapon system. And I talked about how important these systems are and how proven they are in many conflicts around the world. I would say that having the ability to have anti-tank guided weapon systems that aren't just good for taking out main battle tanks. These are great for going after armored personnel carriers, trucks, troops that have been dug into bunkers, troops that have taken cover inside of buildings. And the great thing about these systems, they're very precise. You can hit a target within just a few feet of your aim point. The range is significant. You can reach out and hit targets anywhere from 500 meters out to 2,000, 3,000, in some cases, depending on the system, up to 4,000 meters. But again, if you look at the types of terrain that exists and the fighting that is taking place, having the ability to set up, say, an anti-tank guided weapon system. Let's use this ridge for an example. And obviously, there is a main roadway here. And if we were to set up an anti-tank guided weapon system, and we're gonna transition over to meters where everybody can see this, but obviously you can reach out and you can hit targets. This main road is 3,874 meters away. Probably not the best example. You would probably want to be a little bit closer. But again, even then, if you're operating from an urban structure on top of a building, obviously there's a little bit of a gradient slope here. 1,600 meters could hit targets very, very easily with an anti-tank guided weapon system, and these have proved incredibly capable in the hands of the Free Syrian Army against T-72 main battle tanks. But again, not just main battle tanks, but the ability to hit other targets as well very precisely. It is the poor army's precision guided weapon system. without the use of an aircraft utilizing a PGM, having a anti-tank guided weapon system mounted on a truck, or even humped over land by a couple of soldiers with additional weaponry, could be used in an incredibly effective manner. And again, just another example. I'm not sure what the range looks like here, but again, you obviously you have hills here overlooking a highway where you could cover this area very easily. 1,200 meters. So again, a column moving north on A2 with a anti-tank guided weapon system mounted here would or positioned here would cause havoc, especially at these kinds of distances in which they would be utilized. But again, we've confirmed now that they are being utilized by the Tigrayan Defense Forces. That is significant. How many are being used, we really don't know yet. We also saw other systems as well, from artillery systems to armored personnel systems, and all these systems either are being kept in very good working condition, they've been painted, and either, again, they've been captured from the Ethiopian army, or in some cases they've been stockpiled by the Tigrayan Defense Forces. But again, I just wanted to talk about that, confirm the use of these wire-guided systems by the Tigrayan Defense Forces, and we will continue to monitor the situation. Have a great day, everybody.